Okay, I don't seem to be able to stop tinkering with this thing. I'm a big fan of this car, Volkswagen GTI. Definitely like the Mark II a lot. Kind of grew up around that. Friends had some. I always wanted one, actually. Well, not always, but um, there was some consideration. But I ended up with a more newer version, Mark IV, and most recently 7.5. But anyways, let me get this down here. So I've already talked about all the mods I did so far. Thought it was done, but I haven't gone to the Lego store recently and looked at their, in the back they have like all the extra parts you can buy. Fill up a, what is that box? For one of those small boxes for like $10, or the larger one for about 18. As much parts as they have on the wall, right? And so looking around, I saw a couple of things, but these little windows, I guess you call them. I just have three stacked here. And then I was curious, like, well, you know what? Because I always wanted to do this in transparent, but I didn't find anything that really worked. And so I just left it a smooth black instead of that textured kind of slatty thing with the black vent pieces. That looks like an aftermarket thing, but I didn't necessarily like that, so I wanted to just go smooth but perfectly clear. But I didn't want to do like clear bricks, because you'd have all those, a lot more internal like little textures you'd see through. And yeah, but then I saw these and I said, okay, well, they're too wide and about one deep, and if I put three of them together like this, might that work? Yeah, you got the lines going through the middle. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, because I don't think they make a piece like this. It's one piece where it's six, one deep, and what would this be, two? Excuse me. They do make a piece that's like, turn on some my lights here, 6 by, it's basically 6 by 1 by about 3. It's like a bit taller, which wouldn't work because this is basically two, I don't know, brick height. I think that's the measurement. And yeah, now the question is, right, when I was looking at this, so I was measuring, and I said, yeah, this is about right, because they had basically some bricks, regular bricks, and I stuck them together, and I put it next to this just to test to see if they're actually that height, and they are. So that works. Now the question was, up here, like while I was looking at this, I was thinking, you know what? I think I should change right there on the top, that top piece. See where it's black right there? Because you think about, all the windows are in line with right here, right at this line. So it shouldn't go up that high in the back. It should be should be red across right there. So I think I checked the parts, extra parts, and I think I have these 1x3s, and I can just use two of those and put them across. Let me take something off here. Okay, so I popped the hood off carefully, and yeah, so I was originally looking, maybe I just use the 1x6 plate in red, or whatever I had. If I had 2x1s, use three of them. But then the stud that would come up on top would probably add a little bit extra thickness and height, and probably interfere with the back here. I'd probably push into it and wouldn't sit flush, because you can see how it is. You can imagine it would stick out and keep this from sitting flat. So this has to be a red plate, so that's why I want to change that. I don't know if it's actually going to look better. Now that I think about it, we'll see if I can do this. what really needs to change now potentially is this is the other thing that was bugging me. The black piece that's right behind here on this and on this side, that's right in between there. Let me move this out of the way. Pull this back. I don't mind this black piece, although you know, this piece right here, this triangular piece, I think that's what it is. It's like a was it 2x2 angle. I think that's what it is. It's one big, like a kind of a triangular piece plate. I think that was initially to blend in with the whole black here, but when I think about it now, you know, it looks a little bit thin back here, and there's no reason. I mean, the window basically ends right here, essentially. I guess you can pretend it extends to the edge, but I'm thinking that two things. I think that plate, whatever that black one is, if I remove it, maybe that could be in red, and then that will help fill in the body lines. I mean, like, take out unnecessary red parts. The only thing I'm reluctant on is on the inside, though. You know, it's gonna, you see, if I see through the windows, they're gonna see red on the inside of the car, and that may not look as good to see red, you know, through the windows on the inside, because the inside of anything should be black. But then again, it's red doors. If you really should have black interior all the way through. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this out. First, I'm gonna see if I even like the clear windows in here. If I do, then I'll see how it looks like as is. And then if I still feel like, okay, maybe these should be, like I should be seeing red here, then I may go in and, if I have the parts, I don't think I have those specific in red. We'll see. I might have to wait. I might have to either go home and look for scavenge for some, which I really don't think I have any at my other place. Or I'm going to go to Bricklink and see if I can find some, and yeah, maybe possibly replace it. And I'm curious if like, do they make like a little corner triangle piece? I know they do like a semicircle one, like a quarter circle, like one stud kind of piece. Will it fit in there? Or at least they do one as a plate. Like, I'm thinking like this. See, would that go in there? I don't think it works that way. I think these are designed to, or actually, let me see. Yeah, I mean, if that's any indication, the studs are on this side, so that means the anti-studs are there, right? Yeah, that's what it looks like. So yeah, that wouldn't work that way unless they make something like this. I don't think they make an angled piece, because you need at least enough of a stud area, and if you cut it right like a 1x1 across, it's going to just split it. So you still need at least a little extra like roundedness to put there, and that may not work there. It might just bulge out kind of weird. I could probably do without that. Yeah, I'm probably overcomplicating it by trying to deal with that little bit in there. But I think the main concern is whether I want to keep that black piece that's right there, and you can see it on the sides. Or should I switch that to a red piece? Let me see. Well, let me try modifying this to see if it'll work with the clear, how that looks. And if it looks okay, then I may take it a step further. All right, let's see what happens.